All right, problem number 2. This is going to be an array problem. I'm going to do my first step, which is read it. And then I'm going to be starting to look for that important information as I am reading. I'm going to read. You need to be mouthing the words. If you're at home, you can definitely say them out loud. Miss Britt planted 28 apple trees into equal rows with 4 trees in each row. How many rows will she plant? So again, this is, I don't know how many groups, or in this case, how many rows, which is still the number of groups. I don't know how many I'm going to be planting. I need some important information. What do I pull out of here? Come on, put your hands up. Let me know. What do I pull out?
Tia. You can underline equal rows.
Oh, I know that my rows are going to be equal. Something else. Somebody else, let's go.
4 trees in each row.
How many?
4 trees in each row.
4 trees in each row. Someone else?
Jessica. There's 28 apple trees.
28 apple trees. I have a question. I need it restated. Somebody restate my question for me.
Henry. She will plant blank row.
Oh, I think I'd love you. Yes, you are right. She will, I almost put a capital P and that would be wrong. She will plant blank rows. When I solve this equation, because your teacher has told you, you will be using an array to solve this equation. The reason why we're giving you specific ways to solve it is because these are the ways that your problems will be modeled for you, and we want you to get used to seeing and working with these models. So I need to make an array. My rows need to be equal. I need 4 in each row, and I have 28 trees total. Somebody want to help me out with what I could do, how I could get started with this?
Alden. So you could do it is like make a line and say 4, and then you can make another line, which is 4, all the way until you're at 28.
I love that. Now, the only problem with that, so I could do that, but the only problem is it won't look like an actual array. So what Alden is saying to do, which is the fast way, and if your teacher's not asking you to model it, you could definitely do it this way. A row of 4, a row of 4, a row of 4, until I get to what number, Alden?
28.
28.
Or you can do dots if you want.
Okay, but the thing is, because I'm looking for an array, you have to do dots, because that's what an array looks like. It's objects that are in equal rows and columns. So because for that reason, you have to do the dots. But this is the fast way. So I would have 4, 8, 12, 16. What comes next? Somebody tell me.
Natalie. 20.
20, then
Kimberly. 24.
and then
Lily. 32.
close. 28.
Wait. I counted wrong.
That's cool. 28. So we would put 4 in a row until we got to 28. And this is just me skip counting to keep up with where I'm at, because there'd have to be 4 in each row. And that's the quick way to do it if your teacher's not asking you to make a model. But if your teacher is asking you to make a model, guess what? You got to make the actual array. So I'm going to start by putting, I know my rows are equal, I know I have 4 trees in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 row of 4. I know I have 28 apple trees, so I'm going to do this until I use up all 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I know that my rows are equal, but I do not know how many rows I'm going to plant. What I do know is that there are 4 in each one, which means I have 4 columns. Column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many rows do I have? How many rows do I have? Show me with your fingers. You have to use 2 hands. Everybody participates. Let me see those hands. How many rows do I have? Count carefully. It is not 8, so do not put up 8 fingers. Perfect. I have 7 rows. Row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6, row 7. So, she will plant how many rows? Jason, how many rows am I going to plant?
7 rows.
7 rows. Now I need a multiplication or a division equation. Remember, my number of groups is unknown. Help me out, Jules.
28 divided by 4 equals 7.
Perfect. Now, if I wanted to write that as a multiplication sentence, can somebody out there actually do it and do it the correct way? Because remember, when we say multiplication sentences, it's blank groups of blank. So what would my multiplication sentence look like? Alden?
4 times blank equals 28 apple trees.
Okay. Not quite, because it's blank groups of blank, which means over here it's blank rows of blank. You have to start with the rows first. How many rows do I have?
7.
So,
And or blank times 4 equals 28.
perfect. Blank times 4 equals 28. And we know that that blank is now what?
Giovanni?
7.
Thank you. Perfect. All right, my friends. Are there questions about this problem?